Hey guys, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, my name is Rob. Rob Seymour Bikes is the channel name. If you haven't been here before, I ride bikes like this, mountain bikes, etc., scooters, skateboards, whatever I kind of feel like. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do a hang nothing, which is where you sit on the seat, have your hands on your handlebars, and you're not touching any pegs and you're just kind of rolling along on the nose. If you want to watch a hang 5 tutorial, I'll link it in the description below. You can go over to my friend Mitch's channel, The Old Potato. He did a tutorial recently on how to do that, so I'm going to show you guys how to do the no-footed version of that trick. So I guess we can get into it. First step is helmet. I got the new Shadow Featherlight helmet, which is dope. So get that on there. And I will show you the first step here, which is going to be sitting on your bike and finding the balance point on the front wheel. So let's get to that. First step, what I was saying was sit in your seat, put your hands on the bars, and do this, lean forward, try to figure out where this point is. So you see there's kind of like a spot that wants to drop and a spot that wants to flip over the front. So what you're gonna do at first, get your feet to your normal position like you would, get up into that, and kind of see like where you can kind of hold that space. As you can tell from the side. Yeah. So basically you're gonna wave your feet back and forth to create your balance point. So if you're falling forward, you push your feet back. If you're falling back, you push your feet forward, and that will bring your bike steeper up or flatten it out a little bit. So I guess the next step is just to do some. So what I'm gonna do now is that same thing I just did, but I'm going to walk with my feet kind of touching the ground as I go on, and just try to pick your feet up and see how well you can roll. Now, I did learn this before hang 5s, so I had the problem of when I was doing hang 5s, it would actually flip the bar, because with a hang nothing, you put all of your weight on your hands and your seat. Hang 5, you kind of put your weight on your peg and your hands and not so much your seat. When you add your foot from a hang nothing, often you'll flip the bar. I'll show you guys this. So a good place to learn this is like parking lots, so you can go line to line. So I'm gonna start on this line, so pick it up, sit on your seat, find that spot, see how I'm not really touching the ground, and just kind of walk forward. So and just do that a couple times until you get comfortable with the balance. Pick your feet up if you have to, or scrape them. Back up, weight on the hands, weight on the seat, leaning forward, and kind of walking. The next thing I'll tell you guys is how to get out of them, even though it's kind of hard to explain that. If you can't get your feet back on, what you want to do is while you're up, you want to lean back but sit back. You don't want to sit on the parts you don't want to sit on. You want to sit back onto like your tailbone stuff on your seat. It's gonna be a lot more comfortable than sitting on your tire, sitting on your frame, whatever. To learn how to get out of them, I ride left foot forward. So what you're gonna do while you're like this and you're balancing with your feet, you're going to kind of collapse them back to your pedals. So you're going to kind of just like, as you're falling back down, just kind of put your feet, like slam your feet in, if that makes sense. If not, you guys can tell me in the comments and I'll try to make it a little bit more descriptive. So I'll show you that now. So get to the balance point, do that little walk thing, pick your feet up, and then sit down. So the next step, which is going up to the seat from flat, is a little bit harder. All right, so getting up into this is a lot harder. I don't know if it's a lot harder than a hang 5. Like I was saying, I did learn this first, and I'm actually gonna cheat a little bit and use the bank right behind me to get up, because if you have a bank, going up to anything in the front end is a lot easier. You can kind of you can ramp up the bank and then launch forward and get the balance point. So basically what you're gonna do is something like that. Now that seems kind of violent, but again, as long as you make sure that your hips are leaned back, you're not gonna sack yourself and you're not gonna have a bad time. But it happens. A low seat generally helps with this. I did raise my seat since I've learned this trick, and it's not really all that much different. You just have to push a little bit more forward. So I'm gonna do it from the bank, gonna come this way, and I'm gonna drop it, and then we'll see what else we can do with this trick. Now, what you just saw there too was me messing up, but after I got up into it, you saw my feet just smack the ground. That's kind of like a protection of falling, and it keeps you going forward. So what I did is I kind of just like hit the ground with my feet and kept me up into the nose. So I'll do it again. This trick is gonna take a lot of time, so if you don't get it, you know, off the bat, it's an advanced trick, so it's gonna take a while. So the problem I'm having out of this bank right now, which is a very shallow bank compared to some of the steeper banks here, is I'm not getting steep enough to keep my balance. So I'm just sitting right back down, which is what I said about when you angle your hips back, you're not going to hurt yourself by falling backwards. Oh, I should probably mention, if you fall forwards, the thing you want to do is spread your legs and just pass the bar through it. It's not going to be great for your pedals or pegs or bars or whatever, but it'll help you from getting tripped up. So that was the first one I've landed while doing this little how-to so far. And you can just tell that it's not the easiest thing to do. Just like manuals, any sort of balance trick, they're always a little bit weird. They always take a lot of time and effort. But that was the first one, so now I'm gonna try to come out of the same bank, turn around, and go back to that bank. Now this is like super advanced for this trick because it's not the easiest to turn in because you are all on your hands, you're not touching anything else, and it's kind of weird how you steer. That's another video, but I'll show you what I can do here anyway. So I did lose that one, but as you saw, I'm going slow enough that I can kind of just walk out of it. So that's just all I did. I didn't drop the bike, didn't fall to my ass, all that fun stuff. I just kind of put my feet down and let the bike sit to the ground. If you notice there, I pretty much had my feet to my bars. That's because I was trying to get more over the front without putting it down, but it happened anyway, so take whatever. So I guess that was the basics of how to hang nothing. If you guys want more how-to videos, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, comment, all that fun stuff that YouTube likes. I guess now I'll just insert the GoPro chest mount clip of a hang nothing I did half an hour ago, which is quite longer, and it goes up and down banks. That's a whole different story because you have to lean forward or back depending on the steepness of the bank. It gets complicated, but anyway, peace out guys.